There's one Yoruba proverb, but the translation of that proverb in English is that head we go chop knock. If you like, make it wear 1,000 cap. By himself, he go commode the cap. Can't collect that knock. I know one guy. That guy, allegedly, he won't write post jump that year. But the school where he won't write the post jump for, in sabi some egbon way be say the questions for the exam we go start tomorrow. They don't already give him the questions today. They don't work all the answer. But the guy still failed the exam. How? He forgot to write his name. And I know that guy one-on-one like this. This is the story of the Super Eagles or the Super Chickens. Because how are you a bird and you cannot fly? Everything that could have gone right for the Super Eagles went right. And everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. But there's one country, now today I hear that country for my life. They said the name of the country now Curacao. Curacao, they go World Cup. I don't even hear the name of that country before for my life. And Super Eagles that have players that have won the best. Let's talk about more serious things. So many dramatic things are happening. Just the other day, at the CAF Awards too. I don't know what's going on, but Morocco, I'm watching you. You know what I'm talking about, Abby. You know what I'm talking about. But we will not talk about it. Anyway, back to even more serious things. I'm glad that all of that international football is over because I don't even like international football. Imagine being a Nigerian and then being a Manchester United fan or an Arsenal fan. Heartbreak will just want to kill you. Thank God for international football is back. Now we have some interesting fixtures happening this week. But before then, I have some juggernauts in the studio with me. I'll let you just introduce yourself.
My name is Toyosi Afolayan. Yes, I am a sports and content creator. Yeah, that's what I do.
Very humble guy.
I'm David, Archie David. Yes, football over, proper Chelsea.
Proper Chelsea.
Glad to be here.
He still keep on Goliath this morning before he enters studio. But, okay, let's not waste too much time. We're going to talk about 3 of the most important fixtures happening over the weekend. The first one is Arsenal versus Tottenham. Obviously, it's a derby, right?
Yeah.
In the last over 60 meetings, Arsenal has won most of those meetings. But right now, Arsenal they are having some injury problems. Gabriel is unfit for football. I don't know when he's going to be back. Odegaard is still out with a knee injury. And then, even Arsenal have started casting because they don't say, if not with that around football where they play, they're relying on set piece all the time. Outside of that, they're not really bringing so much to the table. But again, it's a derby. Derbies don't follow rule book of you good pass me or I good pass you. Anybody can collect. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think it's a derby, just like you mentioned, and it's a not London derby. We've seen Spurs, come to the Emirates in recent times, try to, get points, but they failed. Ange couldn't get a point off Arsenal last season. Even before Ange, they couldn't get a point. Is it now Thomas Frank that would get point over Arsenal? Gabriel is out injured, yes, we agree. But there's Nkapie, who was number 5 for Arsenal now, is playing for Arsenal. And then we've got... Okay, I'm going to call myself an Arsenal fan, definitely, yeah. We've got...
With your chest.
Yes.
So you are saying Arsenal is going to win?
Definitely, because Sunderland was a glitch. Spurs, they've not been doing well. Look at the record of Sunderland even before Arsenal went there to play.
It's not like Arsenal has also been doing fantastically well.
Oh yeah, now they come top of the table now. On paper, Arsenal have been good. Okay, it's only a rival fan that would say Arsenal are playing boring football. But what matters is the result.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is going to happen in that? Who because
as he said, it's a debut, and I'm expecting a very interesting football match, considering the fact that Spurs haven't beaten Arsenal since last season. I'm actually rooting for Spurs because I feel like Arsenal are in a good form right now, but we know Arsenal, they love set pieces, and it's going to be a competitive game for Arsenal. Trust me. But I'm rooting for Spurs.
So no set piece, no goal.
Open play goals, of course.
How many open play goals?
Against Sunderland, there were 2 open play goals. There was not. I think that was the first time that Arsenal were not relying on set piece goals. And if you look at it, Saka was prolific and all of that thing. So let's see what happens this weekend.
Okay. Now to more important teams that are not Arsenal and the likes. Let's talk about Manchester United and Everton. This Manchester United and Everton fixture is a very funny one. Yes, obviously, Manchester United has won most of the head-to-head. Right now, United seems to have, the team seems to be gradually getting a little more stable, even though there are still some gaps in the squad. I see the management of the team trying to plug some holes, going for some very wicked boys that I've been watching come over the last couple of days. Everton has also been very inconsistent. They don't have a lot of squad depth. And even defensive-wise, they are not so strong. However, Šeško is not available for Manchester United, which some would call it a blessing anyway, because I've not really seen what that bro is bringing to the table. So maybe it's time for Zexi to come and show himself. Their former manager said something that Manchester United usually win when they have like less possession, and then when they see that everything won't cast, that's when they start to put their best. Everton seems like the kind of team that would just want to score that one goal and go and lock up. Is Manchester United going to be able to pull that whole magic again, seeing as the last game or the last 2, they actually had to pull things back from the brink of everything spoiling? So what's going to happen in that match?
I think football has this kind of mental gymnastics where you already look at the past records. Okay, how have we played against these guys? Bruno Fernandes loves to play against Everton, and one thing I can tell you for a fact is that he will turn up. He's not been scoring, making assist a lot this season, but when it comes to chance creation, he's been one of the best in the league. So I actually believe that Bruno Fernandes will turn up in this game. It's an over 2.5 game if you want to punt.
Over 2.5.
Yeah, over 2.5.
Over 2.5.
Definitely.
No, don't say it to the camera.
Over 2.5. Take it to the bank. My name is Toyosi. I'm telling you, over 2.5 for Manchester United.
What is your NIN?
No, I don't leave it down.
Okay. What do you think is going to happen in that game?
I feel like obviously Man United have been they've been playing really well lately, and I feel like they would want to win this match for the manager. Well, we don't really need to write off Everton, because I feel like they also have a very important player in the squad. They have Jack Grealish. They could actually come up with something, but I'm rooting for Manchester United, honestly. Looking at like probably 2-1 or 3-1 if things goes well for them.
Man United to win 2-1 or 3-1.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about Barcelona and Athletic Club. Barcelona is dealing with a couple of injuries. Pedri is having some muscle issues. Gavi, knee problems. FDJ is also out with a suspension. Athletic Club also have Inaki Williams that is still out, and the guy is a very solid player for them.
Yeah.
Nico Williams, although he's back into the team, nobody expects that Athletic Club will beat Barcelona, but again, it's football. Anything can happen. What's going to happen?
Earlier I mentioned about mental gymnastics for Manchester United. It's going to happen for Barcelona too. This is their first game at the Camp Nou, or let me call it Spotify Camp Nou. Yeah, the very first game since 2 years. So imagine Xavi was the last manager that played them at that coached them at Camp Nou. So now it's a different era itself. Anti-Flick's boys. Messi even went there to anoint the stadium before the first match was being played there.
Before Messi left, he anointed the stadium on the mic and said, "Shikri baba, the Champions League is coming back." It did not happen. No. Messi.
Sometimes.
Let me save that agenda for when
he made a promise, but of course the promise did not come. But
maybe it's coming back to fulfill the promise.
Individual performance can bring that trophy to FC Barcelona, it would have brought it. One of the we had so many great catalysts that led to the loss of that Champions League. Look at what happened at Anfield.
No, let's forget about the Champions League.
So for FC Barcelona this weekend now, they have got a good record against Athletic Club, and their former manager, what's his name again, Ernesto Valverde, is one in charge. But I don't think Athletic Club would have enough to defeat FC Barcelona. They might score, yeah. But when it comes to winning, no, Barcelona takes the day.
So both teams to score.
Yes, of course.
Don't
BTTS.
BTTS. Again, are you talking?
Let me talk.
What's going to happen?
Obviously, I feel like it's going to be a very easy one for Barcelona. I'm looking at a clean sheet even for Barcelona.
Clean sheets.
More like 3-0.
Wow.
You know, it's time for youngins like Rashford, you know, to step up to the.
Rashford is not young
Ranking.
anymore.
Okay, I would say a very
Rashford is an
a
OG.
player with
He
potential.
did form, but nobody
He's
says
in
that
form.
young again. You don't turn
Okay,
28
we
now.
can't call him youngin, but let's say he has a lot of surprises, and so let's see if you can pull one. Out
So
for that
clean
game.
sheet. Barcelona to win 2-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Are you standing on the
You can put
3-0?
your money on it. 3-0.
3-0.
No.
Please, somebody should write down his address.